Show. Gastrodon is violating my dog. Look at his fucking face. This is a complete and utter violation. He is getting his cheek spread in front of all the hoes. I did not know Gastrodon was the second coming of P. Diddy and R. Kelly, bro. This is not okay. Somebody help him.
Yo, what's up, G fam? Welcome back to a new video. Today, we're gonna react again. We're gonna react to another Pokemon video because I might as well do it back to back since it fits well. So yeah, before we start, how was y'all day today? I hope y'all day was good. Today, I'll be going to Ghana for a funeral. My grandma died, sadly. Rest in peace. But yeah, we're going for 1 month, so all my videos are posted in advance. Same for clips, and so I'm sorry if comments will start flowing and I can't react, then y'all know. So that's kind of what I wanted to say. Alright, let's get into it.
Alright, bet. We got to go Ash, who's been 10 years old for the last 20 years, versus Paul bitch ass.
G-fam, what's y'all favorite outfit of Ash? What's y'all favorite outfit? Mine would be this one. I think it's the Unova outfit. Yeah, the Unova outfit is my favorite. Yeah.
Ash has been 10 years old for the last 20 years versus Paul bitch ass in the Sinnoh League. This is like Kobe versus Braun, Brady versus Manning, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. So you know this gonna be a classic. Ash sends out Pikachu to run the ones with aggro.
What the heck? Why is it slowed? Yeah, I figure. Anyway, sorry.
On big body ass. They get to scrapping, and Pikachu hits Aggron with a Thunderbolt and follows up with a Volt Tackle.
Isn't Aggron a ground type? Steel and ground? I don't know. Or a pure steel type.
Aggron hits him with a Flash Cannon so hard, Ash switches Pikachu out for Ash's best starter of all time, Infernape. Aggron uses Double Edge and Infernape uses Flare Blitz, and I'm not gonna lie, they kinda even. Aggron tries to use Flash Cannon, but he gets his shit rocked. Bro got double pump to the dome, and my son Ash feeling himself for real. The next matchup is Gastrodon versus Staraptor, and we're starting hot. Staraptor gets an easy liquid quick attack, and then Gastrodon does whatever the fuck this is.
What is that?
Stealing Ash's whole flow, word for word, bar for bar. Paul really said, I'ma steal that on some Kakashi Sensei shit. Staraptor uses Aerial Ace, but bro dodges it with the swiftness and lands a Staraptor. Like, I thought this was a PG.
Bro, look at this goo at. Hey, that's good.
Show. Gastrodon is violating my dog. Look at his fucking face. This is a complete and utter violation. He is getting his cheek spread in front of all the hoes. I did not know Gastrodon was the second coming of P. Diddy and R. Kelly, bro. This is not okay. Somebody help him. Ash uses his big Jimmy Neutron Brain to have Staraptor use close combat on the ground to get Gastrodon off his back, and it worked. I was low-key surprised until bro gets 360 no-scoped out of midair with Ice Beam, and then Ash calls him back and uses Pokeball. Ash sends out Weasel, and Paul starts talking shit, calling Ash predictable because it's looking like the same team from their last battle. And Ash don't seem to be phased at all that Paul knows his entire game plan. I don't know if that's peak level confidence or he's just stupid. Gastrodon uses Ice Beam, and Ash tells Weasel to use Aqua Jet while tanking the Ice Beam on purpose.
Is this nigga serious?
This motherfucker Weasel
This move was always so cool to see, bro. The Ice Aqua Jet
turns into a frozen missile heading straight to Gastrodon. I ain't ever seen no shit like this in my life before. In all of my time watching Pokemon, I'm simply amazed, bro. My jaw is on the floor. This is some of the most creative and innovative shit I've ever seen in a Pokemon battle. Ash is truly the main character.
Sinnoh Ash was so creative, bro. I loved it, bro. The counter shield, the Ice Aqua Jet, and so on, bro.
Gastrodon is in the air and tries to land on Weasel using Body Slam, but gets hit with the meanest right hook Ice Punch like Mike Tyson and gets the dub. My son Ash is feeling good, but Pikachu tells him to lock in. Job's not finished. And then the big homie Drapion, well-known menace to Pokemon society, comes out as
Drapion was something else, bro.
And Paul's fucking brother, who's watching the match on TV like it's March Madness, drops a nuke of knowledge on us.
I wonder if Ash has finally figured out that Paul's first two Pokemon losing is all part of his plan.
Damn. Huh?
Bro really sacrificed 2 Pokemon for fucking fun. I've never seen such obnoxious cockiness like this before. Bro purposely put him.
Bro, Paul does not care about his Pokemon, bro. Maybe only Torterra, bro, but for the rest, he doesn't care, bro.
Himself at a 4 versus 6 disadvantage to show us how big his dick is. Paul doesn't have a single humble bone in his body. Jesus Christ. Drapion uses pin missile, so Buizel uses water gun and starts breakdancing like moves from step up to protect himself. Drapion uses cross poison, but Buizel weaves it clean as fuck, like bro sliding on the battlefield and tries to pull the fast one. So cold, bro. But Big Dog Spidey senses are on 10 because without looking, he grabs Buizel with his tail, locking him in the craziest sleeper hold. The Great Khali tried to kill Rey Mysterio. If you know, you know. Then turns around and calls him bitch made in Pokemon. Me personally, I would not let that slide. Ash tells Buizel to inflate his flotation sac and use water gun, and I don't believe my eyes. This shit fucking works. Like, who the hell would even think to do that? I'm telling you, bro. The main character plot armor is insane. Drapion uses toxic spikes to poison the battlefield, and this is 200 IQ from Paul. Even really my hating ass gotta acknowledge that bro is smart as hell when it comes to this battling shit. After
when Paul started using setup moves, it was over, bro. It was over,
Buizel lands and the effects of toxic spikes hits him. Drapion decided to dump the entire clip on his ass with pin missile, and Buizel was practically knocked out. RIP to bro, you missed. Like, bro brought out the banana clip on Buizel. Like, what did he do to you? I'm surprised Ash is actually being competent for once and sends Star Raptor back out so it won't be affected by the spikes. Drapion ups the pull once again and tries to dump the clip on Star Raptor just like he did Buizel with pin missile, but my son is a high-ranking member of the Weave Nation. Like, just look at how clean he's moving and how he stunts on his ass at the end. Like, yeah, I'm like that. But here Ash stupid ass go. He sends Star Raptor at Drapion using aerial lace, but ends up getting caught in his tail just like Buizel did. How do you fall for the same fucking trick twice, Ash? You've been battling for almost 20 years. How do you let...
But I think his Star Raptor doesn't have any distant moves anyway, bro.
It just happens. And then Drapion hits Star Raptor with a point blank cross poison. Like,
GG's, bro.
Nah, that's OD, bro. But it gets worse. Then Drapion slams Star Raptor on the ground with the toxic spikes like the Hulk did Loki in the first Avengers, bro. If I'm Ash, I personally would have ran on the field and ran the fade with Drapion bitch ass. Cause why is you doing that? So just like that, it's 4v4 on each side. Then Ash sends out Torterra to get his get back like Dirk should have different Vaughn. Hits bro back to back with Energy Ball and Leaf Storm, but Drapion cancels it out with Pin Missile. Torterra uses Rock Climb, and I'm not gonna lie, he's on time. My son ain't no bitch for real. Just as
that move was so cool in the anime, but it never worked. It never worked.
Though, the menace to society that is Drapion grabs Torterra mid-move, having all 4 of his legs in the air. That is insane, bro. If you're ever in this position, bro, you lost the battle. There's no way you come back from this, man.
And he slams him down, bro. It's crazy.
Poison Fang and sends him tumbling in front of all the hoes. Torterra heals up using some plant shit, only to die 1 hit later.
This nigga is trash.
I love Torterra, but he was completely fucking useless in this tournament. He did not a goddamn thing. Sceptile would have been such a better replacement for Torterra, because let me tell you something about Torterra. He got outplayed by level 16 Buizel, bro. You are a fully evolved Pokemon. 3 stages. That means you evolve twice to get your ass whooped and be outperformed by a stage 1 Pokemon who hasn't evolved. Shout out Buizel. This is no disrespect. You did amazing. You outperformed yourself. You was throwing them bitches for real. Ash tries to show off by saying he let Ash murk 2 of his Pokemon on purpose to figure out his battle strategy. And Ash is not fazed by this at all. He does not give a single fuck.
But anywho,
next up we got us a battle in the air with Ninjas.
We love Gliscor.
And to call this a battle was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just Ninjas teleporting over and over, sneaking, bro. My son Gliscor got subbed into the battle just to get his ass whipped over and over, man. I feel so bad because Gliscor is actually a cool ass Pokemon. They did my boy dirty. So Infernape comes back in the battle and Ash tells Infernape to use Dig. Now you're probably wondering, how the hell does Dig work on a flying type Pokemon? Well, it doesn't actually. Just let my son Ash cook. Ash does a Galaxy Brain play and has Infernape use Flare Blitz underground to get rid of the toxic spikes. Like, how the fuck does bro come up with this? Bro got the same IQ as Gray Matter from Ben 10. Infernape one-shots Ninjask with a haymaker to the gut and goes back to the crib to get some rest. It worked, no reaction. Pikachu versus Frostlass is up next, and he's basically stalking Pikachu trying to scare his ass, but takes an Iron Tail to the dome for his troubles. Pikachu gets frozen by Ice Beam, but you know, plot armor. So bro breaks out of it and spears Frostlass like prime 2007 Edge, getting the dome. Now it's Drapion versus Gliscor, and bro pops out of nowhere like Batman landing.
Drapion was the ace, bro.
And is flexing afterwards, doing backflips in the sky like he's doing Dennis. Gliscor takes a pin missile, trying to be on some Superman shit, and just gets murked. Gliscor gets up, dodges Drapion's cross poison, and bites the fuck out of him with Fire Fang. Literally,
Gliscor was so goated, bro. Gliscor was goated, bro. Gliscor clutch for Ash, bro.
Paul sends in his final Pokemon, Electivire. And you know how I said Drapion was a menace? Well, multiply by 10 for this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Electivire has been terrorized.
The anime made Electivire is so cool, bro. Like, sadly, it's a trade evolution. I don't know how he even got
Ash's team since he was a little ass Elekid in the beginning of the show. I'm telling you, bro, Electivire is top tier Black Force energy in Pokemon. He has a fucking hate boner for Ash's team. He keeps fucking with Ash over and over and over and beats him over and over and over. It's actually kind of sad that this one Pokemon has terrorized Ash's team for the entire show. With Gliscor being part ground type, electric type moves don't have any effect on him at all. But Paul bites Ash's flow again and uses the battlefield to his advantage by using Thunder, causing the rocks to fly in the air and come down on Gliscor. Gliscor gets up and uses Giga Impact, but this motherfucker Paul tells his Pokemon to simply block it. And he fucking does it. My jaw dropped to the floor when I saw this for the first time, because in the games, Giga Impact is supposed to be one of the strongest moves in all of Pokemon. So for Electivire to block it with his bare hands is insane. Then he karate chops Gliscor on the head with Brick Break and Sense Impacting. Bro really blocked his strongest move and then one tapped him to the dome. Like, that's crazy. They be doing Gliscor dirty the entire series, bro. Like, my son deserved better. After seeing his homie get whooped right in front of him, Pikachu steps up and wants to run the fade with Electivire. I'm not gonna lie, they go way back. Paul uses Thunder on the ground again, but it doesn't work because Pikachu has picked Dodger Hall of Fame, 99 overall elusiveness, but gets caught up in Electivire's tails. He manages to get out and uses Volt Tackle, but it only powers up the Electivire because his ability,
and then he gets faster.
He basically threw bro a Senso Bean to get stronger and whoop his ass. Electivire blitzes Pikachu like Max Crosby coming off the edge and throws a Thunder Punch, but Pikachu blocks it with Iron Tail. But here's the thing about Electivire, he has another hand free that he can use. So guess what happens? Brick Break to the dome, and the day one homie Pikachu is out of the battle.
Pikachu packed up, bro.
Now, for the thousands in attendance,
now, the GOAT, Infernape.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Infernape.
let's get ready to rumble!
Alright, y'all, it's finally time for the main event, what you've all been waiting for. We got Electivire versus the
I ain't even gonna cap, bro. Infernape is so cool, bro. He needs a Mega or something, bro. Or like a special form or something, bro.
fucking GOAT Infernape in the last matchup, and these Pokemon fucking hate each other. Quick little backstory on these two. They used to be homies. Infernape, when he was a little Chimchar, used to belong to Paul. Now that sounds kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. To Paul's standards, Chimchar was not strong enough to be on the team, and he kept abusing him over and over again. If there was a PETA for the Pokemon world, Paul would have been locked up, because the way he treated Chimchar was so fucking disrespectful. It genuinely makes me mad as a person. Until Ash saved my boy, brought him to the good side, gave him love and care, and now he is a big, strong...
I remember that one episode where everyone was eating, and Chimchar was like, why is everyone eating? And they asked him to join, and he was like, I don't know. And that broke my heart, bro.
Infernape, and he is about to bust this motherfucker's ass in front of everybody. The end of this battle was actually peak Pokemon. I am so happy for Infernape. Electivire goes in with Thunder Punch, and Infernape counters with Mach Punch, and they low-key kinda even. Electivire uses Thunder, and Infernape uses Dig to avoid being hit, and lands the cleanest uppercut I've ever seen in my life since Naruto versus Neji, sending bro flying. This is a battle for the ages, man. These two are throwing hands, talking straight taijutsu. Blow for blow, not holding back, got me thinking they trying to kill each other for real.
Yeah! They squabbling out there now. Yeah!
Infernape throws a Mach Punch and gets caught in Electivire's tail again. Like, bro keeps falling for the same trick over and over. Ash, How do you let this keep happening to you? Electivire uses
can
Thunder
you
at
dodge in
point blank
time?
range, giving Infernape the Barry Allen treatment, cooking my mans to a crisp. Infernape collapses, and I'm thinking it's over. For me,
Yeah.
this is my 9/11. If Infernape loses, I will never recover. But then just as the ref is gonna call the match, Electivire says,
He did this,
hold
bro.
on, let him get up. I'm not
did
finished.
this, bro.
I'm not
That's
gonna lie,
crazy.
you should have just kept your mouth shut. Because what happens next
did
is
this.
absolute cinema. My son Infernape goes fucking Super Saiyan on the ass, and the real battle starts now.
Bro, I'm getting
Infernape uses
goosebumps, bro.
flamethrower, but this looks like the fucking death ray. And Electivire whole ass tries to block it, but it doesn't work. My goal isn't wasting any time.
I'm on big T, nigga. I'm bad timing, nigga. You heard?
And goes for Mach Punch right away and lands a clean hit, sending bro back. Paul tries to recover by calling for Thunder Punch, but Ash counters with a blue flare blitz. I ain't never ever
Crazy.
seen Infernape act like this before. A blue flare blitz? Nah,
Then you know the
bro.
flame's
Causing
hot.
a big ass collision in the stadium. And right after this collision, there's a moment of suspense. My heart is racing, palms are sweating. I'm a complete nervous wreck. And then Electivire falls to the ground and is down for the count. Ash finally beats Paul, and that's how Infernape spun the block on the Ops and got his lick back. Thanks for watching. All right, bet. You got the
Infernape was so hard, bro. Like back when I watched it as a kid, bro, that was so cool, bro. Blaze was such a good ability, but now if you use it now, I think basically every fire starter has it, right? I thought it was like a hidden ability, but it's common. When I grew up and searched it up, you know. But hey, Infernape was goated. I ain't gonna lie, Infernape was so goated. So yeah, tell me what y'all thought of this fight. If it's one of your favorite fights, mine is, it's in my top 3. Yeah, in my top 3. Number 1 is Greninja vs Charizard, bro. And so yeah, thank you for watching. May God bless y'all. Amen. And I'll see y'all into the next video. Later.